BMW, or they're both BMWs, but the green nose coming into that first outside zone. Yeah, that's what Tommy needed to do. Oh, side to side, the French-Canadian coming into that third outside zone. Now transition, here comes O'Sullivan. Look at that, good car control by O'Sullivan coming out last inside.
Here we go. Shelley into that first outside zone and dials it in really well in that second outside. Whoa, straight in and oh my gosh. Let's make sure she's okay. That was. Let's make sure she's okay.
Wow.
Let's lay out.
All right, here we go. Speaking of beyond, let's go beyond the zone, the outside zone of Nick Novak, that Kenda Tires BMW. Good. Wow, look at that. He taps. Oh, no. Turn taps, and it sucks him up. The Rain-X Toyota GR Corolla gets sucked up and eaten by the wall. Nick Novak in the lead. Oh, we got tires. We got, holy cow. It's pets' heads are falling off. Cats and dogs living together. We lost tires.
All right.
So this, I think it's going to
Daniel Stuckey out front, Brandon Sorensen tip to tail, dropping into Justin Smash on the drone, and there it goes. Brandon Sorensen not even giving him an inch, and Stuckey, you can see right there some wavering from him, but Brandon Sorensen keeping it pinned on the door of Stuckey. Where is Sorensen? Boom, jumps out of the closet like a magic show, catches an early flight home from Seattle into that inside clip, now transitioning into that last outside zone. So Stuckey places it, Brandon not as...
Here we go, Roots now up front. Initiates in that first outside zone. Good placement by him on that inside clip. Now into that outside zone 3. Look at the gap. Gapplebee's 5,000. Yo, whoa, buddy.
Yikes.
You talked about the dominance, but now out front gets thrown offline.
Yeah.
This.
Jack Davis, good initiation, good angle from him. Gets into that dirt, he taps it, does not fight back and does not bite back. Into that second outside zone, good positioning by Jack Davis. Bystrack giving him too much room because Jack Davis let him cook. He's an all-you-can-drip buffet into this last outside zone. He just seems
Deane Austin, like I said, this is a big ask going against the four-time champion of James Deane. And look at James, I'm sure his spotter said, hey, Austin made a major mistake in that chase position. Austin needs to put down a heater of a run. James Deane navigates a right-hand drive. We talked about the benefit of that. Jacob, I'll let you elaborate on that. We talked about it with the red nickel even right there.
Yeah.
So unfortunately for Austin, a great lead run by Austin. Oh, this is a good one. Here we go, Cole Richards and Josh Love. So Cole Richards, that corner work, woo! That transition, Josh Love, holy cow. Cole is just lighting it up into that second outside zone. The car is so gripped up right now. He is launching up, but Josh Love, he's not backing down. Look at this, Josh Love right there as they go back down the hill. They flirt with that last clipping point.
And finale here of our Link Engine Management Prospect Championship into this first outside zone. Buchanan doesn't see the line as well, knocking over some cones. Now coming to the second outside zone. Dempster giving himself maybe too much room. You see him taking it out, putting some angle back in. Dempster struggling in that chase position.
But does it matter? I feel like it's a little moot at this point.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, I counted 3.
Into that first outside zone.
Hello.
Big initiation, quick little correction. Buchanan flirts with the edge of the track. Now powers up the hill. Good transition for him into outside zone 2. Gonna need to see that overhead. Puts the car where it needs to be in outside zone 3. Now tightening it up. Put another notch in the belt. Past that inside clip and a good fluid run outside of the keyhole. And Buchanan transitions. Again, very tight on the... Like a boss initiates the Yeet Fleet. His mom is in his head, literally, because she is her spotter, and look at that, dials it in. Look at that, right in the center of the outside zone. Fair struggling to stay consistent with Alan Voss now, going over that. That's that inside clip, which is very critical. It's gonna say, oh, no, shoots in the inside. Shuts her down, Boss. Loses traction and shoots in. Forrest Wang chasing, Ryan Littoral chasing down Forrest Wang. Here we go, initiating. Forrest stays high with that Yellow Speed Racing S chassis. Now past that inside clip. Ooh, Ryan Littoral taking a tighter line there. And Forrest Wang looks like he is keeping it on the outside line. Here the pop in into that second outside zone and finally into that.
Donnie, Ryan Littoral, he's throwing it down in that Sunoco S14. There goes Ben, uses all the course. Well done, snaps back into the bridge. Ryan Littoral, he's right there, he's bathed into the smoke. He's firing all cylinders. Sunoco running through the veins, and the Pennzoil Mustang RTR Spec 550. What a great run. The crowd erupts.
With lead run, or Tommy puts on a dominant chase run, that's going to be the deciding factor. Rudy initiates, but look at Tommy just wavering. I mean, the car looks like he's an IKEA shopping cart, you know, just that thing just shimmying around, now coming into that second outside zone, now sliding into the third. There goes Rudy Hansen, great placement. Tommy the Bear aggressive. So Rudy gave Tommy that opportunity to chase him down, and Tommy sees the moment. Carpet diem.
Around that bubble, drops into formation. Dustin Miles a little slower to launch, but giving him some room. And now coming out of that smoke is Dustin Miles. Look at him just surging forward. Takes a little angle out of it to get that proximity. Casey Cole. Fluid into that outside zone 4. Digs deeper. Just progressively, you saw him get deeper in the outside zone.
Chasing down, again, one of your favorites, the Ford Mustang, that Maryland Motor Works. Why are you giggling there? Going to that second outside zone as Magmumi, look at that E36. We saw how capable these vehicles are from across the pond, and it seems like they are the new S chassis, the parts availability. As Magmumi makes that mistake, now there's curse being bestowed upon you, Magmumi.
A lot of news for him, but not new to the sport of drifting. Jack Shanahan delivers, boom, right there to the wall. Look at that BMW. Look at just firing off. Look at just, you can see that thing just flames, bangs, and booms coming out from underneath the hood of that BMW. Pulling that front left off as he goes into that second zone. Here comes Dan Burkett. Yes, sir. So that was let's see what kind of temperament we see from Brudski on initiation, but more so from Buchanan. But Brudski, two-time Pro Spec champ, comes to that second outside zone. He's got good proximity. We'd love to see him mimic that angle a little bit more. Like that fluid line, and that's why we removed that touch and go. That was enough.
For Osoli in the championship. TLO right now is a Brudski fan. Brudski exceeds the line, knocks over a couple cones. Now that second outside zone, he's going for it. He is tuned up, but Osoli, a little bit of composure on his side, and Brudski does not get in the dirt. Neither does Osoli. Transition now, was that a little early?
Oh no!
Osoli. It was early.
Come on!
Osoli loses it, straightens out, and I saw it going down. You saw that transition. Here comes Talaska. Wow. Initiates. Wow, great. Yeah, definitely warrants a wow. Now, oh, wow, coming through. Heisman dives through the smoke. You know, we saw him running last night. The Wallhogs Mustang. Talaska in that BMW out front. Look at the fluidity here.
Yes.
This is what we're looking for. I really love the way they're utilizing all the track. Boom, Talaska puts it.
That's feeling the flow. James Machine Deane, your defending Formula Drift champion, throws it into that first outside zone. Touch that what I said, just kissing it. James Deane, look at Ryan Literal. He is right there, tucked in. He knows. Talking about that 100-point run. That's what James Deane. Oh, a straightening, a correction. Was there contact? We will run it back. That was very unlucky.
Here we go, Jaeger out front in that steel at race treads. Nissan Z coming through the transition, and you know, that transition, that second outside zone, that allows lands right there. Just get in that pocket. Here comes Jaeger past that inside clip. Now transition that last outside zone. And there goes Jaeger across the finish line. Thorne out front because Vaughn Gittin Jr., he's missed quite a few rounds. We haven't seen him since Atlanta. And look at that, sticks it to the door. He says, all right, well, guess what? I still got it. That's right, two-time champ, put some respect on it. Past that inside clip, Robert Thorne on the inside. Whoa, buddy! Vaughn Gittin Jr. goes hard. Into the side of Robert Thorne, and now
dang,
Thorne stays in. If he gets this overall victory, slide into the first outside zone. There goes Odibachi's brakes. Look at the cars, just absolutely rock solid. Well done, little left foot brake there from Odibachi's, but look at the attitude of the cars. Just flat, no attitude, no disruption in this third outside zone. That's where Brandon got in trouble with Hansen earlier. That's how he got the advancement. Passing inside clip into this last outside zone. Odie and Sorensen. Do we have a winner?
Let's see, we got straight line approach. Carson initiates outside zone 1, taps that inside clip. Now to outside zone 2. And now 3, good transition and good angle. Leonard straightens up quite a bit in that chase. He goes off quite a bit now. Carson, little hesitation on outside zone 4. But I'll tell you what, I think here, you know, or be on the bubble here, especially for Casey Cole. Casey Cole needs a victory here. Otherwise, he's going to look on the outside in as Shelly Hansen continues in that second out, excuse me, the second outside zone into that third. Nice fluid line from Hansen, and Casey Cole back there quite a bit now, transitioning past the nose of the S chassis and into that unfold now. Here we go. O'Sully and Orlando. O'Sullivan, United States Army, BMW, high on the bank. And TLO, he practically just needs to play it cool, not an inactive chase, but he can play it pretty cool here and get the win. But look at O'Sully. He knows he needs to throw down a heater run, maybe force an error on the side of Deane. Vaughn Gittin Jr., great initiation. Deane. I know he's going to earn it. He's going to earn it properly, but I'd hate to see them go and crash or a scenario like that. There goes Deane. Oh, Vaughn goes wide in an outside zone two. Deane. Oh, he goes for the pass. Boom, there we go, baby. Vaughn Gittin Jr. gets it back. He says, hey, I'm sorry, boss. Be step on your toes. Let's come back and bring it back. James Machine Deane.